Greetings, this is Paul, your Pacific Northwest trail guide. I want to help you pick your next trail to explore, so let's check this one out. The slopes of Mount Hood is probably one of the busiest natural areas in Oregon, perhaps only second to the Columbia River Gorge. Maybe it's the unique, rugged nature of an alpine forest right at the tree line. Or maybe it's just the awesomeness of having such a huge dormant volcano right next to you. There is a huge network of trails on these slopes, and this guide shows you a tiny little hike that is only 3 miles total in and out and less than 500 feet of ascending. There's a lot to see packed in this short trip though, with great views from the rock itself, and you even get to pass by Umbrella Falls along the way. Picnic Rock may be just a cute name, but with such a relatively short trip there, having a picnic there sounds like a nice idea actually. There are even some sheltered treed areas up there if it gets windy. Also keep in mind that this hike starts at the Mount Hood Meadows parking lot, so make sure you check up on their website to be sure you visit during hours when their gate is open. The trailhead to this hike is easy to get to. Just follow the signs for Mount Hood Meadows as you follow Highway 35 around Mount Hood. The trail starts in the corner at the back of the parking lot, farthest from the resort. Make your way along the lot edge near the back corner, and you'll find this little sign that says Two Falls, which refers to Umbrella Falls. This is where we head down to get started. Our path to Picnic Rock will first bring us to Umbrella Falls after a quarter mile. We continue past that to a cutoff trail, which jumps us over to the Beargrass Trail. That takes us to a spur trail which heads up to Picnic Rock. As you get going, you find yourself on a mostly asphalt path for this very well-traveled portion that goes to Umbrella Falls. It's not long before you hear the rushing cascade of it in the distance. Finally, you reach the bottom of the falls at a footbridge. Cross over it, and you can get a great view of the waterfall for a bit. When you're ready to move on, the trail continues past the falls into the forest to a slightly less traveled area. Pass a junction with the Sahale Falls Trail and continue straight. The trail starts to ascend a little bit, getting a little higher on the slope before you approach the cutoff trail here. Turning left here takes us through a peaceful, darker stretch of woods. Soon you reach a clearing, though, and join up with the Beargrass Trail. Turning right onto it gets us going in the right direction. The Beargrass Trail passes under the Hood River Express chairlift shortly before you reach the spur trail. Turn right onto the spur trail here at the Picnic Rock Spur sign. After the first bit of ascending, you approach a sharp turn in the trail where it approaches a cliff top. You can carefully look out from the edge and get a nice view of Mount Jefferson on a clear day, but the haze on the horizon this day made it barely visible. The trail continues past that viewpoint, weaving up the ridge towards Picnic Rock. Eventually, the trees open up ahead, revealing the bare rock, and you can see down a deep canyon cut by runoff from the mountain. There's a bit of a sketchy optional climb in this dangerous cliff area out to the far point of Picnic Rock, but it's a nice little perch to look around from. There is obviously so many other trails to continue on and explore, but assuming you only signed up for this short 3 miles, it's an easy, quick trip back the way we came. After coming down the rock, make sure to catch your left turn onto the Beargrass Trail and you're back on track. It's a little strange hiking through these long, clear-cut slopes and underneath chairlifts, but it does offer you a beautiful little picture window onto Mount Hood each time you go through one. As we turn back onto the cutoff trail, we're about halfway back. After a couple wildflower-filled marshy meadows, we pass by the Sahale Falls Trail again. Shortly after, we get one last look at Umbrella Falls, and then we're back. The entire route for this hike is a really well-traveled flat trail, so the terrain is very easy. However, I will rate it 2 rocks, just as a reminder that it does approach cliff areas and to beware of the falling dangers. The high elevation means you may be in for a very different experience and need different preparation if you don't visit in the summer, so keep that in mind for elements. This is almost as short and easy as it gets for a day hike, so I rate it 2 out of 5 for each of those. That's all for this edition of Pacific Northwest Trail Guide. I hope I have or will soon help you pick your next trail to explore. I scouted this trail in August of 2024, but trails are always evolving. If you pick this trail and encounter any changes people might like to know about, please help out your fellow explorers by sharing in the comments on this video. I've shown some of the beautiful sights of this trail in what feeble capacity video can render. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but an experience with all of your senses cannot even be conveyed in pictures or video. So don't take my word for it. Get out there and see it for yourself.